Hello everyone. In this video we will see what is race condition in operating system. So in order to understand this concept, we are having a real life example. So in this example, we are taking example of bank. So this is a, let's say this is a John, and this John is having a account in some bank, and the current balance of John is 5,000. So after some time, John realized that I have to withdraw some cash, so he went to a ATM machine. Now, this ATM machine is connected to the database server, to the server which keeping John balance all this value related to John. So this database server is actually connected to this ATM machine. Now let's say John has to withdraw 2000 or any amount, whatever amount John wants to withdraw. So the code written behind that process which execute on ATM machine, so it will look like, let's say this is not the exact one, but it will first read the balance, current balance in the user account, and if a user is having sufficient amount, in that case it will deduct the amount and it will give cash to the user, and it will update the balance in the database server as well. So this is the code. When John will withdraw some amount, this code will actually will be executed on ATM machine. And let's say somewhere else, one of John friend, which is Mac, he also transferring some amount to him, and we are considering that these two process actually going to take place at the same time. So these are two concurrent process. So if we have a look on the code of transferring process, so how this code will work: a person who is transferring first amount in that person will be checked, what is the current amount in that person. So if whatever amount he is transferring, if he is having sufficient amount, that amount will be deducted from his account and it will be deposited in the person balance to whom Mac is transferring funds. So Mac is transferring this amount to John. So this is the code. When Mac will transfer amount, this code will be executed. So let's see how it works. So these two process actually going to execute concurrently. So let's say this ATM machine will execute its code. It will read the balance from the database server. So let's say it is taking value from server. So when it will take this value, it will find out, okay, balance is actually 5,000. So and John is actually withdrawing 2,000 rupees. So second and third statement also will be executed, like balance actually is more than withdrawn amount, so that amount will be deducted from balance. And meanwhile, when this ATM machine has executed these three steps, this code also actually executed. So this code also read some value from the server. So when it read the value, so balance was 5,000. Now Mac actually wants to transfer 4,000 in John account, and let's say Mac is having more than 4,000. So that 4,000 will be deducted from Mac account and it will be deposited to John account. So balance of John now become 9,000. Now uh, you have to focus on this one. These value are actually on ATM and this value is on client machine. Actually these are not updated so far. So updation is the last step. So let's say first ATM machine actually updated the value. So ATM machine has sent the updated value and server updated its amount from 5,000 to 3,000 because the ATM machine actually sent this updated value. So it become now 3,000. And the same thing, when this code executed, this code also updated the value and it sent this updated value 9,000, and it makes balance 9,000. So if you can see, there is an inconsistency in data. This data is actually must be 7,000, because balance we are having 5,000. John withdraw 2,000, left 3,000, and Mac transferred 4,000. So 3 plus 4, 7,000. So this is race condition when multiple process trying to access or manipulate same data concurrently, and the outcome of this execution actually depends on which process going to execute last. So outcome actually depending on their order. So this condition is known as race condition. Thank you very much for watching.